there, Wotb tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm of course your host, the Droodles Blitz, and in today's video I'll be playing in the free Tier 5 M4 Sherman, but with a bit of a twist. The normal M4 Sherman has a pretty lame gun option. It's either a 160 damage 76mm or the M3, which has even less damage, but you'll notice that the high score has a bit of a weirder looking barrel, and that's because this carries the original 105mm Derp cannon, dealing 280 damage per shot. That is what I'm talking about. Now, you can get your hands on this vehicle absolutely for free just by logging into the game every single day. If we make our way to the other tab, you can read subscription to the high score. It's effective for 10 days. It's refreshed once per day. Do not miss, because if you miss a day, you don't get your hands on the vehicle. But it's literally that simple. Log in the Blitz every day, you get your hands on a free Tier 5. If you miss this tank, it's definitely on you, judging that you don't even need to play a battle. So the first thing we're going to do is get rid of this speed boost and put on my favorite repair kit. That's fully equipped there. When it comes to provisions, we're going to put on that bottle of cola, and as well, we'll put some standard fuel to make it a little bit faster. Ammunition, let's do, I don't know, this should be 6 heat shells. Maybe we'll do a bit more. I'm going to do 10 heat shells. We're going to do 8 or 6 HE should be fine. That should do the trick. You know what? This thing's got really good HE. Let's do 8, 8, and 20. I think that's a pretty good loadout. When it comes to the pen, because this tank is more centered around the high explosive, I am going to run calibrated because I want to get that increased HE pen, even if it's only 5. When it comes to this vehicle's armor, I don't really know what it is, but yeah, 80mm on the turret, 64 on the hull. It's not great. If we compare that to the normal M4 Sherman, yeah, it's basically the same. So armor-wise, you're not going to bounce anything, so I'm going to run minus 10% damage from high explosive shells from a larger caliber gun. Improved optics we're going to be running because obviously you want that view range. Enhanced gun laying drive for the aiming time, and wow, that's actually really quick aiming time now that I look at it at 3.5 seconds. Obviously improved assembly for that slight bit increased hit point pool. We're going to run engine accelerator. We're going to run V-stab so it can be even more accurate on the move. Toolbox, so we can get 30% module repair speed, and finally, consumable delivery system. This tank does have a downside I noticed just when looking at the gun though, only 6 degrees of gun depression. If we compare that to the normal M4 Sherman, you're getting 12 degrees, so it's half the normal gun depression, but you do get a big old gun, so, I mean, I can't really complain. It actually looks really cool. I like that high score on the side, as that is the name of the vehicle. Now, mobility-wise, it goes 48 kilometers per hour forward and 18 in reverse. Fairly mobile, and it's got a decent power-to-weight ratio, very good traverse speed. Yeah, not a bad tank at all, it seems, on the mobility. When it comes to the gun, ooh, that dispersion's awful, but the aiming time, at least, is quite good. Its DPM is mid. I wouldn't say it's great, but it is a Tier 5 after all. The pen is also pretty poor, but I think that if you're able to connect an HE on a Tier 4 opponent dealing 400 damage, oh boy, you're going to be very, very careful. So let's see if we can get into a battle and absolutely demolish some enemy opponents. Now, when it comes to your first couple games in any tank, I usually expect that you usually get top tiered unless you're in platoon. So when it comes to the high score, I'm hoping that we're going to be able to body some Tier 4 opponents. Alright, here we are in our first battle, and we are up against Tier 6s. Not only up against Tier 6s, but I'm one of only 2 Tier 5s on my team. Yay! If you can tell, I'm super ecstatic. When it comes to this tank's gun, it's 140mm of gold pen, which is awful. I mean, I don't even think I can pen the Magnus frontally, or even really side on most of the time with standard ammo. But we will see. We will see in due time. I can definitely say, though, the gun depression is, it's going to be pain. It's going to be pain because a lot of lower tier vehicles have really good gun depression. The Russians even have decent gun depression for their mediums. So, yeah, it's going to be painful to go up against a lot of mediums that have more gun depression than me, but it seems like nobody's here. So I'm going to use, oh no. Of course, it's the camping Loza Sherman, because if you're driving a Sherman, you might as well be camping in it. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep on making, let's see, so I got the Crusader over here, and fire, nice, okay, you know what, that was a pretty beefy shell, I'll take it. 270 damage there. Can we pen the front of this guy? We actually can. We can with standard ammo. Okay, well, let's do it. Boom! 282 right there. That's gotta hurt ya. You know what? I'm getting hurt quite a bit. Please don't pen me. Okay, we're good. We're good. That was actually a pretty nice ram. I was able to get into that guy. And now all we got left over here is the Lozas. Now, when it comes to the aiming time, not bad. Oh, boy. That heat shell velocity is quite atrocious. Oh, my God. Yeah, this is an interesting vehicle. Obviously, it's not going to be an amazing tier 5, but it's a fun tank, and that's really all you can expect out of a vehicle like this. So we got the Magnus over here, aiming, and fire! Okay, well, I was a little bit optimistic for that shell, and clearly it let me down. So Magnus is still off to the side, but you know what? Maybe we can get an HE into the SU-100. Ooh, no, we're not going to be able to, but you know what? That's still a 300 damage tap. I gotta say, the alpha on this vehicle is truly amazing. All right, well, oh, come on. We can do it. We can do it. No, really? That didn't pen? Oh, I got ripped off. All right, well, either way, our first battle was a pretty decent one. We were able to deal, what, 1,400 damage? Nothing crazy, but enough to definitely say we did okay in a tier 5 battle. 1337, 1389, so nothing crazy, but definitely a solid first tier 5 game. I would say that this is not the kind of tank you're going to pull out to win battles in. This isn't like the Gargoyle that actually has the great mobility plus everything else. This is just going to be a really fun vehicle to play, maybe in a platoon, and absolutely dunk big alpha shells. 280 standard is great, and the HE of 400, oh man, that's a real game changer if you're able to pen one of those shells. But you did notice against tier 6 opponents, I really couldn't HE anything. Even against that Crusader, it wasn't an HE pen. So this is a better battle. It's still against tier 6s, but at least it's only up against 2. And both of them are heavily armored vehicles, meaning that they're most likely going to go towards A side. So the Panzer 4G and the Leopard 1 that I'll most likely be fighting over towards C shouldn't be impossible to deal with, but I'm hoping that the rest of my team helps me out. Either way, I'm using this tank's good top speed, and oh no. Oh, no. Well, you know what? It's tier 5. Who cares? If I die, it's not the end of the world. Speed is key. Oh, I got the Wolverine helping me out. All right. You know what? I'll take it. Any help I can get is better than none. All right. Well, there's actually the Panzer 4G, so if that dude's over there, that means this is free reign for me to aim in on the sides of his tank. All right. Well, let's do exactly that. Come on, Panzer. Back up, dude. Wow, that aiming time's actually not bad on the vehicle. Ooh, I really wanted to connect that shell there, but all good. You know what? Fire! Oh, rip. All right, back up. Oh, we got penned, and it was a pretty beefy pen at that as well. 180 there. All right, well, we can reload in 2 more seconds. Maybe this Panzer is going to poke. You going to do it? No? All right. Interesting. We got a lot of our team actually over here, so... Oh, and their Leopard's camping. Alright, well, this is a weird battle so far. I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to push onto the Stug, and a boop. There you go. Nice tap. When it comes to the Alpha, I mean, being able to finish off that Stug with 1 shell, that's pretty nice. That is actually very nice. Now, we know that the Churchill was sitting over here as well. Is he going to pen me? I have no clue. Oh, he is. Alright, well, I think we're going to win this quite easily, but tier 5 is honestly quite hard because of the incompetence in a lot of the teams. Oh my god, what is this? Alright, there's a nice shell into the Panzer 4G. Let's put on my adrenaline. We should be able to get another pretty big slap out in just a moment here, and come on, bounce my upper plate. Alright, well, looks like he doesn't want to play. We also got the Leopard and still the Churchill. Let's shoot an HE. You know what? HE, not bad. 100 damage. I definitely think that it will be quite capable of just splashing opponents. So let's reload again. Thankfully, my Panzer 4G finished off the enemy. We got the Leopard over here. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Alpha doing its trick. Let's make our way into the front line here. The good kilometer per hour of 48 is going to be nice, but the power to weight of only 15, quite terrible. So got to be careful. Either way, let's push to the rear of this Churchill, and maybe we can get a nice HE in. No. Alright, well, at least we can get a big ol' slap of 279. Man, that alpha is great, I gotta say. So let's reload here. I'm not sure if this Leopard's gonna pen him, but we should be able to reload before this Churchill gets one more shell into us. And there you go, 149 damage. So all that's left is an AT-8 and 3 tier 5s. And if this AT-8 kills me, I have almost no hope in our team to kill him. But maybe, you never know, I believe. This tank is so slow. I gotta say that power to weight is just atrocious. Alright, well the AT-8 hit one of my teammates, and oh wow, that thing is all red. Oh, what? Okay, okay. You know what? We're gonna lose this. We're actually going to lose this. Oh no, there's no way this Leopard pens this guy. It's just not gonna happen. Oh crap. Well, L. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I would say overall, it's a pretty fun tank. That was an insane shell that AT hit me with, but that's just tier 5 for you in a nutshell. You never know what's going to happen. Either way, we did pretty good this game. We were able to deal 1,574 damage, and yeah, second on our team. So, is it a good tank? Nah, I wouldn't say it's a good vehicle. It's kind of slow, really inaccurate, but is it fun? Heck yeah. It's a free tank, nobody can complain, and if worst comes to worst, you can sell it for 250 gold. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.